Hi friends, this is a product I am super excited to share with you today, and that's because it's air dry clay, modeling clay. I absolutely love it. This is something I believe wholeheartedly every household, I don't care if you have kids or not, but every household should have a box of air dry clay. And this is by the Ixiaoyoo company. As you can see, it's right here. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but look at their product. They have the air dry clay, and not only that, but look how large this is. That's because it's a collection of 100 different colors. So we're used to, if we see any kind of like clay, right, modeling clay, number one, usually it requires you to first make whatever it is you're gonna make, but then set it off to dry, and then eventually put it in an oven to bake. I always fail whenever I have to bake my modeling clay because I forget to do it, or I just find that it's inconvenient, and then I bake it too long and it dries out and it cracks, right? I love the air dry clay because you make it, you set it off to the side, and within 24 hours, it's dry. You can handle it. You can do whatever you want with it. It's good to go, and I don't need to be inconvenienced and remember, oh, I gotta go heat up the oven. I gotta put this on a tray. I gotta, make sure it doesn't break. Make sure I don't overcook it, right? The air dry clay is the way to go. So that's why I'm saying this is so perfect for having in your home, regardless if you have kids or not. This is an activity that even adults like myself and older, my mom was here last summer. She is pushing 80, and my kids were playing with some air dry clay, and she sat down with them at the table and she made some, I think it was like a snowman. She made like a snowman herself, and it was cute, and she had a great time, and it was a way for her to interact with the grandchildren. Again, though, this is so fun. Of course, it's great. Ground yourself, right? Work with some clay, get the artistic brain flowing and stuff. Express yourself. This is also great to have on hand if you do have young kids. There's always school projects that require you to make something. Make it with the air dry clay. Okay, let's open this up and I want to show you what's inside. So this is a lot, right? And look at all those different colors. We don't get just the boring, regular blue, yellow, orange, red, brown. We've got every hue and every shade you can imagine. And guess what? That's only the first half of them. Underneath this layer, you've got a whole nother layer of other colors. Look at this. They even have like skin tones, right? Like if you're Caucasian, look at that. It's like a skin tone color. Every color that you can imagine. And each of these little packages, it doesn't look like much, but I'm telling you right now, you may want to mix and match your colors. You may want to combine them with other colors. There's plenty here to keep you busy for days, if not weeks. This is also great if you're throwing a party or a play date. This is what I always pull out with any of my children as they've been growing up. If they have friends over and they're like, I'm bored, right? This is a great boredom buster. Pull out the air dry clay. This is great to have on hand for those hot summer dog days, where you're just like, I'm bored, it's too hot to go outside. Pull this out. Again, you can always do it on, if you're worried about the mess, you can do it outside. You can do it over newspaper. You could do it, on paper plates, or you could do as I do and just use a cookie pan sheet. So it comes with 100 different clays, as you see here. And what's great about these clays is some of the clays that I've seen in kits are so stiff, and they're really, truly too hard for kids to mold. But this has kind of got like a squishy, like slime, but it's not slime. It's got like a squishy, like it's more aerated, if you can see, because you can see some air bubbles there. So it's definitely a lot more pliable, which I love. It also comes with your instruction booklet. And again, because they want to encourage creativity, there's very few instructions here, but what it does say, it gives you ideas of how you can combine different colors to make the marbling effect, how you can combine colors to make different items. It gives you different ideas here, like how to make a starfish. Look at how adorable that is. Or how to make a mushroom or a crab. These are so cute. Step-by-step instructions. You can make a little cupcake I mean, come on, how adorable. I love that it's step-by-step instructions. So again, this is for ages 3 and older, obviously. You wouldn't want to give it to any kids younger than that because it is something that they might be tempted to eat. 3-year-olds generally tend to understand. If you tell them don't put it in your mouth, they won't. It is gluten-free. So for somebody like myself and several of my children, we're celiac. And so if you're familiar with Play-Doh, that does have wheat in it. It has gluten. And for myself, where I'm so sensitive, I can't even touch it. It makes me sick. And this is great to know. It is gluten-free. It's not gonna make me sick. That is hard to find with any kind of like clay or Play-Doh products. So I love that. You can have fun with this over and over and over. It also comes with 100 little resealable bags. So I love that because I have yet to have seen any other kits before this one that actually come with the little resealable bags. You usually open up the product and then I usually have to go and find my stash of little Ziploc bags to store these in so they don't dry out. And that's all you have to do. If you don't want to use the entire package, put it in one of your little resealable bags. Try to make sure as much air is out of it as possible and then seal it up. And then just keep it in a cool, dry place. It also comes with a couple of tools, as you can see here. So if you're familiar with pottery or working with clay, we've got several different tools. You can even get creative and find some tools for sure in your kitchen drawer, I promise. But if you want to do a little bit more fine details, you can always use these. So I love that it comes with those as well. Let's go ahead and just open this up just so I can give you guys overall my impression. Again, I'm telling you what it feels like on the outside of the package, but let me just tell you what it feels like actually. And first off, I'm gonna tell you, it's not messy. I'm really impressed. It's not messy. It kind of has like a foam. I am like, wow, this is fun. This is fun to play with. It feels like foam. If you've ever played with like the pliable kid foam, right? It's not messy, it's not sticking to me. So I wouldn't even say it's slime because it's not gonna like get stuck on my carpet. If I threw this on my carpet, I would have to like stomp on it and really like smear it in. This is like super satisfying. If you're in ASMR or that kind of stuff, this is super satisfying. This is totally pliable. Look at this. It holds its shape really well. Let's just do like a little unicorn. Look at that. So if I did like a little unicorn, right, twisted thing, it holds its shape really, really well. Super pliable. There's no smell to it whatsoever, so that's delightful because sometimes these things stink. But my gosh, it feels so good. I'm gonna have to buy several of these kits. I'm telling you, this is something you are definitely gonna wanna keep stocked in your cupboard. And did you hear that? I managed to make it so that it had a little air bubble, so I made it pop. But so cool. Even if you're like an adult and you're like, I'm not really like getting the creative juices flowing today, this is so satisfying and like such a great de-stressor. Just sitting here, I'm playing with this. Again, I can reuse this over and over and over as long as I don't leave it out overnight for the 24 hours to dry. I just would pop it back into one of its little resealable bags. I absolutely love it. Again, this is a winner. This would make, if not for yourself, and I'm telling you, get this for yourself, get several for yourself, but get these for friends, for family members, as birthday party gifts. I have yet to see actual air dry clay, this consistency and this texture. And my gosh, my fingers, everything just still feels so smooth. Air dry clay, it is by the Ixiaoyoo. So check them out. Love it. This gets a 5 out of 5 stars from me for sure.